Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, here it is. This is the last and final of the modern knives from RoseCraft blades that I have to do a video on. And of course, I kind of saved this one to the end, kind of on purpose, because this one is designed by the man Andy Armstrong himself. This is the Skink. Now this has got some pretty interesting features on it. We'll take a look at it. Of course, we'll start like we always do. You got this awesome red and black G10. I mean, you know I am a big fan of the red and black. And when we've seen some of these knives coming from RoseCraft, I think somebody else is a fan of red and black as well. But open construction, stainless steel liners, as you can see there. Now you've got a stainless steel clip. It is a loop over clip, but it is not, I mean, it's not overly deep carry. You have a little bit sticking out there. It is ambidextrous though. So like I said, there's only one of these first round of, what is it, 7, 8 knives that is not ambidextrous. So they're really doing some good with the lefty love. Got to give Andy a little bit of a hard time because there's no recessed screws on the pocket clip. Andy. I gotta mess with him. I gotta mess with Andy. Andy's a great dude. Gotta give him a hard time about something. But yes, would I like to see recessed screws? Absolutely, I would, without a doubt. I think it just looks a little bit cleaner. Of course, I always say that. Now, you've got a flipper here, but now this is an assisted flipper. Now, you can see it is a button lock as well, but it is an assisted flipper. So, yep, it jumps out there very nicely. Now, with that assist, you can unlock it with the button, but you do have to assist it coming shut because of the assisted opening. Now, centering is pretty darn good. Yep, definitely. Lock it up. It's locked in there. And you really, see, there you go. There we can. There you can see the mechanism. And unlock. There you go. And then it comes down. So it's hard to see how well the lockup is under there. But, I mean, you're locked up. Man, I'm saying you're locked up at about 30. I mean, you can see the size, the difference in there. I'm going to call it 30 to 40%. It might be even close to 50. But it's locked up. It's solid. It's not going anywhere. Look at that D2 upswept blade. Very nice. There you go. There is Andy's logo. I like that. Kind of the crossed bones, if you will. Very cool. RCM008 is the model number on there. And of course, you have the RoseCraft blades here. Nice swedge there across the spine of this upswept blade. Nice, slim, slender blade. This sucker's a slicer, guys. It is a slicey little knife. Definitely. Even, it did a heck of a job on pretty much every type of rope we have at work. 6 thread, 9 thread, 21 thread, because it just slides through that rope easily. Nice. Very nice. So, all right, let's get some size comparisons out there. And we'll start off with the PM2, of course. Obviously, the PM2 is a much girthier knife. Overall length is pretty close. And we'll talk about that here in a minute. We'll give you the specs. Switch stuff up on you. And then it's definitely longer than the bug out. Blade's got it by just a little bit. Not a lot, though. Pivot to pivot, not by much. And the handle, yeah, it's a good quarter-ish of an inch on the handle. So what do you get overall with the Skink? All right, so overall, you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pretty much a full 8 inches of knife. You're looking at, they say 7.7. Man, yeah, 7 3/4. Okay, yeah, I give it that. 4.5 on the handle, and then again, you're looking at just probably 3 1/4 ish on the blade, and then your cutting edge is pretty much right about there. 3 1/4, 3 3/8. Yeah, right in there. And then your grip length, point to point, you're getting about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, right about just over 4. Just over 4 inches. And I mean, you can see there on my 3 3/4 inch hand. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's pretty close. Just a little bit longer. So yeah, pretty close to 4 inches. Now, choking up, no. No. Don't do that. Yeah, you really don't have any room to choke up on that. You're gonna cut yourself if you try. Yes, you are. So no choking up on this one unless you are really brave and like to get cut. But it's not really what it's meant to do. So I know some without the forward choil you can. This one, not so much. It is definitely a little slicey knife. Let's get our weight here. It's pretty light. This thing tucks away in the pocket too, though. Holy cow. So right about 3 ounces. So your ounce per inch, you're doing pretty good there. And 86 grams is what it comes out to. Now, I'll show you the carry. Like I said, you do have the loop over, but it's not a deep carry. I mean, you don't have a lot sticking out there. Would I like to see a little deeper? Sure, that's personal preference. But not too bad. Not too bad at all. It tucks away in your pocket, though. It's got a little bit of an angle to it, as you can see there, but it does curve back in towards the corner of the pocket, so that's really nice. It kind of hugs that seam of the pocket. But overall, what do I think about the Skink? Well, there's kind of a couple of things that I have pointed out. First off, like I said, I'd like to see recessed screws. Absolutely. I can feel the clip in my grip. Is it a hot spot? No, it's not really a hot spot, but I can definitely feel it. I know it's there. So it does stand up a little bit. I can definitely feel that clip in my grip. So would it be a hot spot? It might be for some people. I don't know. You know, it's not really for me, but I can definitely feel it. It might be a hot spot for some people. Could be. The potential is there. The thing that really gets me, though, are the liners. And I definitely gave this to Andy and Jolynn as feedback to RoseCraft because, well, you know, that's kind of what we do. They're not sharp, but they're pretty thick for the size of the knife. I mean, those are pretty thick liners. Very sturdy, without a doubt. But we were discussing it in a chat, and somebody used the word crisp. And that was a very good word. I believe that was Dave. They're very crisp. I mean, it's a 90-degree edge. It's not sharp, but it's all of a 90-degree edge. And I can feel that in my grip, especially right here. I can definitely feel that in my grip. Now, if I get up on that blade, yeah, that spine kind of thins out too. But I can feel it here with this grip. It's not sharp, but it's tacky. Crisp was a really good word. I would like to see those liners just have a little bit of a quick buff done on them or something, chamfer them out just a little bit, or maybe even thinned out. That might be a fix, but at the very least, chamfered off just a little bit. I definitely would like to see that. Otherwise, because now not only am I feeling that clip back here, but I'm also feeling the liners here and feeling the liners here. So all of that in combination, I'm like, okay, I'd like to see those liners refined just a little bit. If the liners were refined, I don't think I would pay attention to the clip so much, if that makes any sense to you. But when I have 3 points that I'm like, okay, I can feel this here, I can feel this here, I can feel this here, it starts to add up. You know what I mean? So just kind of my thoughts. If any of you have a Skink if you guys have ordered one and have one, let me know what you think. Did you have that experience? Do you feel the clip? What are your thoughts on the liners? I would really like to know, if you guys have one, what are your thoughts on it? Other than that, overall, I mean, the assist is there. It snaps out like crazy. No issues with that. It's interesting that the button lock on the assisted knife. I mean, it unlocks it, sure. I mean, it's got a good solid lockup. That thing's not going anywhere. So that's really cool. It's a nice slender carry. Absolutely slicey. Yes, the blade slicey as all get out. So everything there as a whole, it's a pretty interesting and pretty good knife all around. There's just a couple little things that I'd like to see. You know, the chamfering on the liners is the big one for me. That is definitely a spot that I would like to see some attention paid to. You know, just my feedback for Andy. They're just starting out. I want to provide them the best feedback I can. And sometimes, guys, you've heard me talk about all these knives. I mean, the Alenta, the Ajuda, the Skink, the Lil Chonk. This is the only thing that I've really said that I would like to see different on any of these knives. So, what does that tell me? They're doing pretty darn good. You know what I mean? For a first run of knives, they're doing all right. Yeah, this one's got a couple of things I'd like to see, you know, potentially different, but the rest of the line has been pretty much on point. And that is really, really awesome. I know they've been working on this really hard to put out a really good product to you guys, and I really do believe they've done that without a doubt. In my mind, they have done that. They have put out a fantastic. Now, the moderns, we're talking moderns, of course. The traditionals, we haven't seen yet, but I can tell you, I saw them at Blade Show. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I know a lot of you are waiting for those. A lot of you are like, man, I want to see the traditionals. Dude, so do I. I'm telling you, I cannot wait, because the prototypes or what they had at Blade Show were fantastic. So I have no doubt that the traditionals that come in will be just fine. So thanks a lot, guys. Really, really appreciate you going through this first run of modern knives from RoseCraft Blades with me. Don't forget, anytime you go on RoseCraftBlades.com and you want to buy a knife, use that code BigRedEDC. It'll save you 10%. So what does this guy cost? I didn't tell you that, did I? No, I didn't. But I'll tell you now. $34.99. $35. So there you go. That 10%, you're getting it for right around $31, $32. Right in that range. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. So thanks a lot, guys. Greatly appreciate you hanging out with me and taking a look at the RoseCraft Blades Skink, designed by Mr. Andy Armstrong himself. Thanks a lot, guys. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.